So what I ended up doing, instead of using those shims that were all little pieces and all rusty, I split a hose clamp in half. And it's already partially curved and it's spring-loaded and it fit in there perfectly and makes it nice and snug. So now the next thing we're going to do is weld this puppy up. So hold on to your hats and let's go. Okay, so what I want to demonstrate here is the progression of brakes and how I have started off. And one of my first thoughts had been to use disc brakes off of a bicycle. You know, I actually have calipers and brake control lever and all of that to work with this. But that wasn't going to work. We found that out pretty quickly. We decided it was a little bit too flimsy. Then I had one drum brake, and then I decided that wasn't sufficient, so I went to 2 drum brakes. So we'll get rid of those. If I could get it to slide off here. There we go. And then we progressed to here, and this was our most recent, and I mean very recent. And the more I looked at it, and then I would turn over here and look at my 15-inch wheels, and I began to realize that this little disc, even though it looks cool, probably wasn't going to be big enough to yank down these 15-inch wheels. They're going to act like kind of like flywheels, don't you know? So I backed up again. I had talked about my discs. These are motorcycle discs that I have here, and I had talked about them at one time and had considered them, and then I said, nah, they're going to be too big and gompy, but they really are exactly what I need. So before I went to all the work of welding this spud in here, I did check to see if my caliper that I had bought to go with the smaller disc would work, and it will work on here. So now we're going to start working on mounting this, and this is me bounce you around over here. This is because it's considerably taller. It will space it away from my bracket here considerably. So now I've got to decide, do I want to put this up here at the top, or do I want to put it down here on the side? And most vehicles you see, they could be either way. It could be at the back like this, or it could be up near the top. It really doesn't matter. I suppose it could even be down at the bottom for that matter, except that you need to have your bleeder point up, so that when you bleed it, the air rises, bubbles rise, you know. So that's where we're going to go for, and I think for the sake of solid mounting, I think I'm still going to go off of the top here, because not only will I be able to have this mounted to here, but I can also make use of this bracket here, which holds the top of our suspension in parallel and square. So that's where we're going to work at, and I have already cut a couple of pieces of angle iron. I had started to cut out individual pieces. I was going to make a piece for here and then weld a piece onto there, but we're going to work with some angle iron. Well, she got her done. That's what matters. You got to make them things tight. Then it's hard to get them apart afterwards. Even with the clamps on it, looks like it was sliding a little bit, but we can clean that up okay. Now, you know something, notice something about this? That's beveled. Remember I was complaining about the bevel on this? Look at that. Whoop, I can hold it in place. That thing fits right in there perfect. So now, we bring you around the back side here. Next thing to do is put this in place where we want it, and then we'll just mark these like that, and this fits almost perfectly inside. You know what I mean? Got my holes marked. Drill them out next. We'll sneak it up on it. Probably have to lower the table down again for the next size bigger bit. And I don't know if you guys use this kind of a tip, but I have, well, I got to raise you up there. I have up on top of my drill press a little magnet, and that's what holds my chuck key in place. Easy to get. Doesn't fall off. There you have it. Just a little quick tip. Now I'll sneak up on it with a 3/8. Clean it up on the wire wheel and see what we got. Ouch! It's hot! Don't grab that. What's the matter with you? And there it is, bolted on. Got 3 bob. So they have to come off again to be painted, but we got lots more to do on it yet, because now we got to put the piece that comes up off of here. So that means we got to put our rotor back on, and I can see that I got to shave a little bit off of this corner. Well, there it is, mocked up, and I only got 1 screw hole done here. I got another one to do down below. It's still hot. I just finished welding it, and but my caliper is mounted on there. Like I said, I got to still drill the other hole, but yeah, I think it'll work. I guess we'll find out, won't we? And I'm contemplating adding another gusset on here, coming up here, because there will be a lot of pushing going that way, so we need it to be as solid as we can, but I'm happy with it for the moment anyway. So yep, till next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man. And man, look at the shade we got going on out here. Woo! Got 3 bob. The birds are all coming in and I'm chasing them off. But it's been a beautiful day here. It's been a little on the chilly side. I actually have a sweatshirt on, and I had my heater going for a while because it was only 40 degrees when I came out. Don't know what it is now. Well, there you go. It's about 49 degrees, I guess, now. So we're working at it, a little bit at a time. Thanks for watching, for commenting, and for subscribing, and for all of those great thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Bye now. Do you all have carpenter bees where you live? Look at what they can do to a piece of wood. And some of this is fresh. That's fresh right up in there. But yeah, I'm fighting back. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yep, we're fighting back. All's fair in love and war, I guess. Maybe. Thanks for watching.